Tarot. Do you know everything there is to know about this ancient, trusted, everybody's favorite divination technique? This future reading, predictive, and guiding deck with 78 cards is so friendly that wonders are amplified when tarot is smartly combined with other techniques. Speaking of combining, our expert today is an expert in the art of combining. Over the last 2 decades, she has combined her professions, being an interior designer and being a holistic healer, which of course she now is full time. She combines her gift of intuition with her knowledge of Akashic records, switch words, life skills training, and more for the best results of her clients. And finally, she has successfully combined tarot with other techniques such as Lenormand, playing cards, even dice, and our today's star attraction, charm casting. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host for today, Shilpa Mulimani, and I'm delighted to welcome our debutante speaker today, Binita Rege. Welcome, Binita.
Thank you, Shilpa. That was really good. And I'm so happy to be here on this platform. And I welcome everyone who has taken the time to join us today. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you, Vinita, and welcome everyone. I will quickly tell you what Vinita has planned for us today. She is going to tell us everything we know about tarot, how that is going to change, and of course, she is going to tell us about charms and what are we going to do together with tarot and charms. Vinita also has set up a beautiful altar kind of a thing to show her charm set and tarot decks. And we are going to do some interesting demos today. And you're going to notice something really different about how Binita does it. And we would love for you to share on the Telegram group if you notice it before I share it. And of course, at the end of today's call, we are going to get, based on our energies right now on the call, we are going to get a guidance for good health for 2023. So, Binita, I can't wait to get started. Are you all set?
Yes, I'm set. We
All
can.
right. All right. So I'm going to straight away get to the point, Binita, that there may be people on this call who may not understand tarot, but I'm sure that we would have heard of tarot at some point or the other. But
Right.
charms, I thought are like trinkets, small lucky ornaments, and but what are charms in our context for today, and therefore, what is charm casting?
So, yes, charm casting, as you mentioned, that yes, what do we call charms are? They're piece of jewelry or something which is symbolic to us. Why do we put those charms into any piece of jewelry or say necklace or anything? Because it has a significance for us. It means something to us. Like something like I am wearing a butterfly here in my necklace. So it means a transformation for me. We know all of us, know the journey of butterfly from when it is into a shell to, it becomes a caterpillar and then flies. It's a transformation journey. So these charms are visual representations of object, people, memories we have, some spaces, places we have visited. So those are very close to our heart. And that is how we like to wear them. And those are the similar charms what we are going to use into the casting. They are a symbolic presentation. So charms will have, some of them will have a universal meaning attached to it, a universal significance to it. Some will have my personal memories attached to it. So I read them in a particular way. Uh, it means that this is important to me. And tarot, as we know, it's a card of 78 deck and it is visually rich system of divination. It uses the symbols, the colors, the images, and it is beautiful when you blend two similar kind of a system. You can go deeper into your readings and you can get uh, great insights when you're reading them. So, you know that I have been always been a tarot reader by code. So I always felt that, that tarot are my companion. They have given great advice into my all ups and downs and everywhere. So when I started learning other divination tools, I really felt that, ki I'm doing injustice to my cards. I felt guilty. So I started combining my other divination techniques to my cards. And that's how this combination has come up. And yeah, today I'm going to show our audience also how amazing it is.
Can't wait to see, Binita. Before we get there, I'd like to, clear some things about charms for everybody who has never heard of it. So, are you saying that charms they can actually, like tarot, predict our future and guide us for our next steps?
Yes, definitely, because charms have a very long history. Okay, I think they are. I not. I think I know that they are older than the tarot card divination. So somewhere around 3000 BC, Babylonians are believed to be using these charms, and it has come from osteomancy, which is a reading of bones of a dead animal. And we know we were in that era long time ago. So charms have a history of uh, that longer history the charms are. So definitely people, the human race has been using these charms, successfully using it for divination, for guidance. So any area of your life, you can get the guidance of these charms.
So, Benita, how is it possible? Is there a logic to this, or how does this work? Like, do they have some kind of connection to the higher divine, or like, how do tarot cards tell us the future, and how do charms tell us the future? How do they work exactly?
So see, like any other divination,
Hmm.
where we are tapping into the our subconscious mind as a reader, I will be tapping into my subconscious mind as a reader, and we are connecting to the energies, uh, collective consciousness, energies of the parent, and all of that in combination gives me the guidance where I am able to guide them, or I am able to solve any of the questions they have. Like I find a solution to it.
All
So
right.
charms also work in the similar way. We are tapping into our subconscious. We tapping into our intuition. We are tapping into the collective consciousness. Like any other divination tool, the charm also work in the similar fashion.
Okay, all right. Vinita, I do have some more questions about charms, but at this moment, can you just show us some charms so that we can continue the conversation by
Yes.
keeping in mind these really cute, uh, lovely
Yes. Yes. Can you
objects?
spotlight on my altar?
Absolutely, yes.
I will just show. These are, see, these are really very mundane items. You would say, ki, Are, ye kya hai? You know,
Yeah,
how does she read from this? I mean, but this is the magic, that is where the energy uh, we are gathering and we reading for these tools. See, I'm
mm-hmm.
sure everyone is recognizing all these shapes, and somewhere or the other they have connection,
Yeah,
or maybe just looking at them they can think, okay, this can mean this can mean this.
yeah.
I
And
think I'll put it a little further ahead so
yeah,
everyone
sure,
can see it.
sure. Like I
Is this
have
visible?
seen these, yeah, Vinita.
Yeah.
Like we have seen these in like those souvenir shops and as pendants, but who would have thought that we can actually do divination with this? This is really fascinating. And everyone, I want to tell you that we are actually going to get a glimpse of how this works and what this means and how it combines with tarot. So, for the meanwhile, Binita, I'm going to remove the spotlight, and I want to ask you since our topic is tarot plus charm casting today. So, do we need to combine charm casting with tarot or any other modality, or can I do charm casting by itself?
So this is a divination technique in itself. ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है that you should be combining it, say, with any of your other modality or your any other card reading techniques or nothing like that. There is no compulsion, but you can enhance your existing modality if you are combining it with any other modality. So a lot of the healers, a lot of the readers are known to mix and match modality and create their readings. So it
Right.
is not compulsory. We can read, especially it's really fun for yes or no questions. If we have time, we'll take those up. But it's a modality in itself, and it can give you bring a lot of guidance to you. So we'll try to do like just a charm,
Mm-hmm.
and just a card reading with charms and all. Probably people can have an
Absolutely.
experience of
Yes,
both.
yes, yes, yes. And I think many of us, till we actually see it, it is going to be like taking time to believe this, especially for those of us who didn't know this is possible. So this brings me to my next question, Vinita. Let's say I don't believe that this will work for me. Okay, but still, if you do a reading for me using this, will it still work for me? Will it still make sense or actually be in my highest good?
Yes, definitely. All the readings, first of all, I would like to say all the readings, what we are doing. Whenever we start a reading, we set an intention that it is for a greater good of everybody involved into that session or the reading or anything. So you really don't have to worry that it is going to be positive for you. All right. And it is for greater good for whoever is asking for the reading. And see, initially when I started reading, so I always used to have that question, ki, okay, I am reading. What if some non-believer comes and asks me that question? But I have learned in my 5 years of practice for reading for others that if that person does not believe, he's not coming and asking for a session here. So somewhere, probably your logical mind as of now is more active than the subconscious mind, but it is still there inside. And charms, they are so pretty and beautiful. Anyone would like to, have them or wear them, and who would not like to believe on them?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, fun modality. And if someone has a feeling that, okay, I don't think so this one works or anything like that, they can simply start with 5 charms, and they can pick up 5 or 7 charms or something, and they can put their own meanings. Eventually, in a workshop and all, I'm going to teach how to create your charm set and all. So there they can start with 5 or 7 charms and just see for themselves. And it's kind of not really addictive, but I'm not able to find a really good word. But it is really, you'll find yourself going into that charm box and pulling a one charm for yourself.
Mm-hmm. Vinita, I'm going to come back to this moment and we will find a word by the end of today's call. In fact, I'm going to invite everybody to just tell us that one special word which you will relate to charms and this conversation we are having today. And I'm going to invite everybody to ask your questions on the Telegram group. And Vinita, questions have started coming. Before we take that, I want to ask you about the charm set which you showed us. In fact, there is a question on the group also. So that charm set, did you like collect it or is it available in the market? And also at this point, will you tell us how did you get attracted to this? So that charm set, is that something that you have created of your own or can we procure this easily ourselves or how is it
For
exactly?
learning purpose, because everyone so if we start on something which has got a universal meaning, it really makes sense if you want to learn. But charm casting is something such a beautiful thing. You can cast your own charm set I mean, create your own charm set, and you may say, ki, okay, theek hai, I'm not relating to these symbols what are readily available into the market. I want to create my own. Fair enough. You can still do that. You have the option of getting a ready-made set, or you can create your own from, if you are a collector, like, someone like
Mm-hmm.
me, like I'm traveling, I pick up some souvenirs, I'm going for a walk in a park, I pick up, I mean, if I find something on my path, I collect. So they all has something or the other important meanings for me. So yes, both ways can be done.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you started your journey with traveling and then collecting these and then building on from there.
Yes. So I have really some charms are really old ones, from my college days and all.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't get rid of those pieces, or some a favorite necklace broke, and if I like a particular part of it, then I save it and things like that. So over the time, you create a charm set which is really speaks to you.
Mm-hmm. And in the work that you do, Binita, you also teach us to create our own charm set, right? All
Yes,
right.
yes.
So we are going to start taking questions. Some really amazing questions are waiting for you, Binita. And the first one is, can anybody learn this without any prior knowledge of tarot or charms?
Yes, definitely. Because as I said, it's a modality in itself. Okay. I have combined it with tarot, but uh, it's tarot, one thing, charm casting is another thing, two different
Mm.
modalities. So if someone does not have a prior knowledge of any kind of divination tools or any kind of occult skills or anything, they can definitely, I would say actually it's a good way to start a journey because it's very lightweight, easy to learn, it's very fun thing, and you have your own pieces which you are close to you. It could be anything, it need not be the metal ones which I showed you.
Mm-hmm.
It could be anything, feather in your garden, or some mitti ka piece, or anything, which has importance to you, which speaks to you, and which has got relevance for, especially for you. So yes, that is possible.
Right. And Reshu has asked, from where can we get these charms? So we get a fixed set online, we can get them. And as Vinita, you mentioned, we can
Mm.
actually, with learning, with understanding, we can actually curate our own collection. And to do
Yes,
this properly in a systematic way, so that we can use this in divination, that is something you teach us, right?
yes, yes.
All right. Okay. So everybody, please do not raise your hand on Zoom. Please post your questions on the Telegram group and we are going to take the questions from there. Now, Vinita,
Mm.
Nilu has asked that she has some bracelets and lockets. They fall in the category of charms. All right.
Right.
So, will they still work as charms or do they require energizing? Like she
So
has,
yes.
yeah, please answer that first, please.
No, you can complete the question.
Okay, all right. So, she has a bracelet of charms that she ends up wearing most of the time, despite it not being a crystal charged bracelet, for example. So she was wondering if this means anything.
Yeah. So when we start using it for divination, so like any other tool, we will see what is divination tool. They are sacred tools. Okay. We just don't throw our tarot cards anywhere. We keep it sacredly. We have that special space. We keep it in a box and we take care of it. We give them due respect. So, if she has a, see now for me, this is just a charm bracelet. Okay. If I
Mm-hmm.
am using it for divination, then I'm going to put it in a very sacred place. I am
Mm-hmm.
going to treat them well. I am going to give them the respect. So, like, what she can do is that maybe she can collect those charms, what she wants, collect them in a bowl. And I don't know if she's a tarot reader or not, but if she knows any of those um, steps
Mm-hmm.
to energize them, cleanse them, then we do all of that. There is a
Mm-hmm.
system.
Mm.
We do that, and then we start using it in a divination.
Right, right.
This.
So it's all about getting connected to a charm and then
Yes.
learning how to create wonders with it, how to make it work for you.
So Shilpa, you know how uh, you must be aware how does this work. Actually, these are just a divination tool. Who's the medium? The reader,
Hmm.
the healer. They are the medium. They are the connected with the higher energies, and these are the tools. But we are using them in our practice, and we using it for higher, greater good of everyone. We treat them as how we would treat our deities or gods and
Hmm.
goddesses. So you respect them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And a very interesting question Deepti has asked: how do we know whether the answer is correct? What if it's wrong or can it go wrong?
Uh, that is one of the frequently asked questions. Okay. Uh, but yes, the see, no one will be able to, we are not God, okay? But accuracy is as high as 98%. Okay. God has kept some of the power in his hand, otherwise, the humans would have gala time. Okay. And then the free will comes into the picture, the intentions come into the picture. So all of this does matter. And in my practice, I have always seen these predictions or the guidance or the insights, they are always coming true. Maybe, see, when I'm reading today for someone, it may not resonate with them right now. Probably they are not open to the guidance, or maybe the situation is seeming kind of a elusive, that they are not able to see real picture. But I have these things have happened with me also. So one of the time there was this client who approached me. She said ki, okay, I want a reading, I have a career question for me. And she came with a good reference who was my regular client and her best friend. So she had faith in me. So we did a reading. She had, she wanted to jump industry and take the opportunities and all of that. We did the reading. And after that, she said, Ki, I don't think so. This is what is going to happen. But XYZ believes in you. So I have come to you. I said, see, fair enough. I have read for you. And it is for you to take what is resonating with you. And you won't believe, in 3 months, she called me up and she said, कि मैम आपने जैसे बोला था exactly ऐसे ही हुआ है. It's just that that time I could not see it, or I didn't see that this also can be possible.
Yeah,
So yes, it always comes out very accurate, and you just have to have faith.
absolutely. And I'll quickly translate that one Hindi line which is shared, Binita, for those who don't understand Hindi. The client called Binita and she told her that this is exactly what happened. So that was the story. And Binita, thank you for sharing that. Shruti has asked a professional related question, and Shruti, I promise you, I will ask that question a little later. It is to do with uh, being a professional charm reader. Vinita Arjun is asking, can a charm be used for personal protection? Oh, sorry, personal protection. And are there any specific charms for protection from the evil eye?
Yes, there are a couple of symbols which we give it to the client and which I give to the client as a protection. But if that is coming out into the session and if I feel
Mm-hmm.
that they really need a protection, then I suggest them, ki, okay, you can use this charm. So
Mm-hmm.
the beauty about it is, Shilpa, ki, charms, you saw the sizes of the charm. Okay, few of them which was even if they were bigger in size, they were only this much. You can easily carry it, pocket in your
Mm.
wallet or something. And it, once you set an intention and energize them, you constantly keep getting the protection from those charms. It's a very
Okay.
good question, thank you for
Wow.
asking it. And yes, they can be used for protection very
Fantastic.
effectively, that too.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, Vinita, Ramesh has asked what I wanted to ask. Ramesh, thank you. He's asking what are the benefits we are going to see with tarot plus charm. Like today's call is about tarot and charm. So, Vinita, how do you combine the two? What are the advantages and what can this combination do which otherwise we are not able to see. So can you share that with us?
Yes. So when we are using tarot card reading, okay, uh, sometimes those in a reading, okay, we are looking at those images, we are creating the story, and we are going ahead with the reading. Uh, when you are removing charms, so when I use it with the tarot cards, so I may not use five charms together or something. Per card, probably I will remove, say, two or three or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
What is it telling me about that particular card? It is giving me additional information. It's taking me deeper for the insights and guidance to come through. So when we will do a couple of questions, I mean, I'm sure the audience will understand how they both are combined and how beautifully, even maybe just because this question has come up, we can take just one card reading and then we see how, okay, one card would have, say, one, two, three, say 10 meanings. But just
Mm-hmm.
by adding a charm, you're getting five more interpretations out of the card, or you are getting additional information about your question. So this is
Mm.
what it does. The accuracy increases. More than
Right.
the accuracy, I would say, accuracy is not the right word, insight increases.
Mm. Okay. If I'm coming back to the protection part of charms, so we've heard about talismans and amulets. Shampa is asking that, you know, the evil eye, talismans, amulets, they are also used as protection tools. So how
Right.
are charms different from them?
Not much, not much.
Mm,
Say we would have, say, something like tavis or anything. So the charms, there are specific symbols which are created as a charm. So we use those. I don't think so. There is much of a difference.
mm,
They are, see, the charms, as I said, they are symbolic representation of anything which is important to you, the energy, the plants, the person, or anything.
mm,
So is sigil, so are the symbols, uh, any color representation or anything. So I think they all are not
mm.
very different.
Right. So I'm just going to repeat what you said. Binita, please correct me if required.
Yeah.
Dipti has, sorry, it's not Dipti, it's DP actually. She's asked, can lockets or pendants come in the category of charms? So, Binita, as you just said, that whatever we relate to, any small object can be a charm, right? It need not be a locket or it need not be a pendant. It can be anything that we can connect with, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, excellent. All right.
Yes, but it cannot be such a big pendant or something like
Yeah,
that,
yeah, of
right?
course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
हाँ, it charms है तो charming होना चाहिए. It means it's a
correct,
charm.
you
It's
said
a
it.
charm. It's a charm, so it has to be charming.
So the moment you look at that, no, you should feel all lovey-dovey, and that's your perfect charm.
Absolutely. And Birita, I think now is the perfect time to experience this. In fact, Neelu has asked a question that the way we shuffle the tarot cards, what do we do with charms? Is there like shuffling for it? And is there a specific set one must have? She has asked.
Okay, so I didn't get her question. She wants to know how we are casting charms.
So we'll
Okay.
do a demo. And then
Yeah.
her second question was, is there any specific set we should have if we want to learn this?
It would be advisable
Hmm.
to begin with to have a specific set.
Right.
Um, because then everyone in the class, they have
Hmm.
a similar meaning. We are
Yeah.
working on the similar
Yeah.
meaning just to begin with.
Hmm.
But later on in your journey, they can personalize it. They can change some of the charms. Okay, maybe there is this one particular charm. Okay, say globe or something like that, which is making sense to me right now, but after 5 years, I don't relate because everyone changes, everyone
Hmm.
evolves, everyone grows. With
Hmm.
that, our beliefs, our likings also change. So after 5 years, maybe I would say, okay, this doesn't make any sense to me. I'm going to remove it from
Hmm.
my box.
Hmm. Hmm.
But just to begin the journey, when everyone is on the same page, we have few universal symbols, meanings. It is always better to have a set
All right.
where
Makes
everyone
sense,
is
Vinita.
starting from a one. Uh, platform, one level.
Yeah, yeah. And in fact, Binita also helps you to getting the best set possible for your learning. So everyone, now is a good time to invite you for a live demos. If anybody is interested in getting a reading, like for the first time on the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies, the tarot plus charm casting reading, go ahead and raise your hand on the Telegram group, not on Zoom. Let us know on the Telegram group if you are interested in a reading. And till you respond, I'll take on a couple of more questions. And I would also like to tell you, everybody, that Vinita needs you to be on video for the individual reading. Excuse me. You need to be on video, please, and you need to share your full name with her. And of course, our call is being live streamed on YouTube, and we are going to share this everywhere on social media after the call is over. So, only if you're comfortable coming on and sharing your details, do come on. And remember that no part of this call is going to be deleted or hidden or edited. All right. Is so we are getting volunteers, Vinita. And before that, I will just ask you one more question. Very interesting question. Nikita has asked that people who are new to this journey, it said that you don't choose the crystal chooses you. She's given an example. So is it true for charms as well?
Oh, it's almost like my tagline, what I keep telling everyone about the modality never, I mean, you don't choose the modality, modality chooses you. At least that's true in my life. So I completely believe it. And yes, so what she's saying, she wants to know that she can learn. That's what the question is.
No, you have answered it actually. She wanted to know that is it true that my charm will find me?
That's true.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely. For me, it's absolutely true. And if she feels called out for, then this is the best thing to start her divination and spiritual journey, because all the divination tools, I believe that before you start reading for others, they are changing so much beautiful inside you. They are making you a better person. In a personal space, you are growing, you are evolving. So even if it is just for sale, I would encourage everyone, keep up seeko, you learn such divination techniques,
Mm.
because you will see the kind of clarity they bring you know. So yes, it's for everyone, and I would say everyone should learn it.
Absolutely. Looking forward to the details, Vinita. But first, let's give everybody a glimpse, and I'm going to invite the first volunteer, which is going to be Ramesh. And he's asked some really wonderful questions. So I'm going to spotlight you first, Vinita,
Right.
and I'm going to invite Ramesh. Ramesh, you would need to come on video. All right, thank you. And here you are. And Vinita, should I spotlight your uh,
Table,
tarot
my
table
altar.
also? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
All right.
You can remove spotlight from me. Let's concentrate on the how I'm spreading the
Okay. All right.
cards
Cool.
here. Yeah, and you can put a spotlight on Ramesh so I can continue
All right.
speaking to him. Yes, tell me, what is your question?
Ramesh, you can ask your question to us, to
What are the
Vinita.
benefits we are going to see?
Sorry?
What are the benefits we are going to see?
Okay.
Benefits
He's
of?
asked.
Charm.
Okay, I think Shilpa, we answered that
Yeah,
question.
we've answered
It's
this. Ramesh, right now, do you want to ask any personal question to Vinita for which you need guidance on? We just
guidance.
want to demonstrate how tarot and charm works.
Inferiority complex. Inferiority complex.
Okay. Vinita, could you hear Ramesh?
Yes, I heard the word, but what is the question about it? So do you want to know how you can overcome your inferiority complex?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, there is a. Okay, I'm going to
Binita,
remove one.
we want to see you shuffling your charm bag.
Uh, okay, yes. All right. Maybe next question. I have
All
already
right.
removed the charm. I
Okay,
should,
sure,
yeah.
sure,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, so this is the card which has come up for Ramesh. And what is happening here, how I see things is that to come out of the inferiority complex, you really need to, stop overthinking about things. Um, you need to align yourself with your intuition, your inner voice. You really need to align because what is happening is ki you are listening to everyone around you. Okay, so you really don't know who's right, who's wrong, and that's creating a confusion. You see this charm here. I think everyone can see.
Binita, can you show it on your screen? I have spotlighted you
Yes,
also. So you
yes.
can show us the card and the charm as
Yeah,
well.
so this is the charm which has come up, the cage, and this is the card, Five of Wands. Okay, so what is happening that he is listening to everyone and then he is not able to decide, and that is what is confusing him. So I think first you should prioritize your things. Okay, it's a good thing that you listen to everyone, but always do what is right for you, what feels right to you, and stop overthinking. Somewhere, overthinking is also making you not take the right steps. I think this is a great guidance for you to come out of your inferiority complex. You work on these points and see how things will slowly change for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Binita. We have our next volunteers ready, and I'm going to
Yeah.
invite Kapil. Just give me a moment, please. Binita, we have. Okay, my apologies. Is here. Please ask your question.
Hi,
Okay.
Shilpa. Thank you. And hi, Binita.
Hello.
My question is related to my family, like basically my mother and my father. Like, I don't want to use those words, but I'm not sure how to deal with them. Like, they are highly toxic and narcissistic personality. So I'm not sure how to deal with them. So I need some guidance on that.
Yeah, sure.
Uh, Binita, while you're shuffling,
Yeah.
Kapil, you heard me earlier, right? That we are going to share this video on social media. You're comfortable with whatever
Yeah,
reading
I'm
comes up,
comfortable.
right? All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Thanks.
All right. So this is my charm bag, and I don't know if everyone can see. This is how I hold,
Now we
and
can.
I'm tucking it inside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And first I am going to remove the charms for him. I'm going to select 3 charms. Can everyone see the cards? These are
Yes,
2 cards we have got for him, Empress and the Hanged Man. Okay. So Kapil, how I see things is you really need to step back from the situation and evaluate. You look at the larger picture. कि आप every time say we say that in any relationship or anything, sometimes it could be both ways that things are happening. So you need to step back. Is there any situation that something like this is happening, or maybe you really need to change the way you communicate things, or is it really with your mother more, or mother or sister?
It's more with both of them, like my father and my mother both.
Yeah. All right. So you really need to evaluate the situation. This particular charm is telling that this is not what it looks like. You need to go a little deeper into the situation. Step back right now when you are feeling really very emotional and overwhelmed. That time you just take a pause, step back, evaluate properly, and see what is actually happening. And then you can take the decision. You will get good insights into all of that. Sometimes what happens is that we are imagining, I'm not saying that you're imagining, but sometimes in that emotional outburst, we are not looking at the right situation. We are not looking at the right circumstances. So you really need to evaluate properly with a calm mind and with a patient attitude. You will find your answers. You will know. See, we don't have control over others, okay? But when we change our attitude, a lot of things in us changes. A lot of things around us changes. That is also such a big change. So you can do this exercise today and, just journal how you're feeling about things and what things are actually bothering you and all of that. You'll find your answers. I'm sure of it.
Okay, thank you, Binita.
Thank you, Kapil.
Thanks, Vinita. Vinita, we'll
Yes.
take one more person for now, and if time permits, we will definitely have some really fun readings. We are looking forward to that. So this time, Binita, can you no raising hands on Zoom, please? Please mention on the Telegram group. Binita, this time when you do the reading, can you tell us, show us that, okay, the tarot card means this and the charm in relation to the card means this, so we can know that what part is coming from tarot and what part is coming from charm.
Sure, sure. We can do
Okay?
that. That's a
All
great
right.
exercise.
All right, great. So, Masudha, I'm inviting you this time. Please join.
Hi, thank you so much for inviting me to be a volunteer. So, my name is Basudha Kulkarni, and my question is regarding the career. So, I really like working with the current company where I'm working right now because it gives me an opportunity to work from home so I can take care of my family as I'm a single mother. But recently, there have been some incidents wherein I'm getting some different kind of vibrations from the work. So I want to know if I'll continue working with this company, if it's the best place for me to work.
Yeah. So I'll pull cards for you for next 6 months. What will happen in that environment, and we'll
Yeah.
bring in guidance for you.
Thank you.
What kind of vibrations are you getting?
So basically, I feel that people are sort of trying to pull me down and they want to climb a ladder.
Mm-hmm. Okay, go on.
And
Are you into
it's like
creative field?
I am sort of creative. So actually, I'm a graphologist. That's like my passion. I read handwriting signature. I decode doodles, drawing, and everything. And I'm working for Dev Gadvi. He is into he's a coach. So I work for him as an operations person. So I'm a mix of creative, imaginative type of thing. But just like from last 2 months, somehow I feel that my team is against me. They are speaking about me. Somebody's trying to pull me down. So I feel sort of cornered for some things.
Mm. So why I asked you, are you a creative person? So this charm has come up for you. It's very tiny charm, and I have. So it says, I'll read it out. Creative details. Okay, so that's how I asked you, are you into a creative field? Yes. Also, do you have a resistance for traveling for work? Do you have that resistance for traveling for work? I'm
Right
asking
now,
from this,
yes.
yes, this aeroplane which we have received for you. So it's
Yes.
telling me that you have a little bit of resistance as of now, and you're not really open to travel. Plus, you have fallen into a comfort zone, where things. But I see you changing in next 6 months. Um, the death card is definitely telling us that I see you changing the job in this 6 months. But with the change of job, be prepared to travel, step out of your house, and things like that. So when you are ready to come out of your comfort zone, that is when the real growth happens. So yes, I see you changing the job, and whatever you are feeling that maybe people are not very happy or they are talking behind your back or something, I think it has got some. Yeah, can you see this? This is a gun.
Yes, yes.
So I think it has got some substance. It's just not your imagination that is thing is happening. And I'm not sure if you are getting the salary what you are expecting. Probably you can check on that as well, maybe. And
Okay.
yeah, a little bit
Sure.
of change of perspective will help you.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thanks for joining, Vasudha. Hope this helped. And Vasudha, like me, like you, Binita did a reading for me, and it is just simply amazing. Binita, she is a graphologist, she is creative, and that card actually came for her, the creative card. And everybody, I have to tell you, Binita was doing the reading for me, and it had to do something to do with abroad. Okay, and because it had something to do with abroad, she actually picked a charm which was like related to abroad. And no, I did not tell her before she picked the charm. So this is really fascinating.
I remember it was Statue of Liberty, right, Shilpa?
Yeah, actually. And I told her that my uh, family stays where the Statue of Liberty is. So it's really amazing how these connections work, and they're actually showing us what is required at the current moment. Now, everybody, we will definitely try and do some more readings. This is really fun. And this was one type of reading. Okay, Binita also does readings where you don't have to tell her anything. Like I also tried one reading with her, and she has shared many stories that a person comes and we don't have to share anything. She'll actually share something that is required by us at that moment. In fact, there is a reading coming up for all of us for a good health in 2023. So stay tuned for that. All right. So everybody, did you notice Prita did something. Actually, she didn't do something during her tarot reading. And I want you to guess what did she not do in her tarot reading. And let's see who can guess it. And I will share in a few bit. Till you think and share, I want to share a really sweet and short testimonial about how Binita's readings are really helpful. So I'm just going to share my screen and you can just
Shilpa, the voice is not coming up.
can you hear me, Binita?
Yes,
Okay, you're
we can
not
hear
able
you.
to hear the
No,
videos.
the video sound is not coming.
Okay, all right. I'm going to try again and let me tell everybody in that the lady who is actually sharing her testimonial, she's a television personality in India. She was not able to join us today, but she has kindly shared her testimonial. Just let me know, Binita, if you can't hear it.
Very, very satisfying experience.
You can
What
start from the beginning, Shilpa.
reading, of course, what I really appreciated Hi, this is Kamalika. Recently, I did a session of tarot card reading with Binita, and it was a very, very satisfying experience. Apart from her reading, of course, what I really appreciated is the safe space that she was able to create, even though it was a virtual session. I loved the way that she was so warm and she was such a good listener. And thank you, Binita, once again. And I hope that many, many more are able to, connect with you and have the same experience that I did. All the very best.
That was so
Thanks,
sweet of
Nivedita.
her.
Yeah, actually, she shot this during work and she shared it with us. And I'm coming back to my question, and Nivedita has asked a very relevant question, which I'm sure it will help all of us. Let's say we want to do a reading for somebody, Vinita. Can we give their name to you and ask a question for them? And can you do a reading for that person? Is that possible in with this?
So yeah, in some scenario, definitely it is possible. Say a mother asking for a small child, or someone who's a caregiver to that person, definitely. But I don't encourage third party readings because it is not our space to interfere into their lives. Like I have got it's really funny, but sometimes I have got a questions when people want to know whether their boss is having an affair or not. I mean, those kind of questions, because it's a breach of privacy.
Mhm.
So definitely, I don't take those kind of questions, or I don't encourage anyone to read for those, because we are, interfering with someone else's life without their permission. We are breaking their privacy boundaries. So no. So those kind of questions, someone who's not related to your situation or to your challenge, what you're facing, no, definitely we don't read for those people.
Mm.
Yeah, but if a mother comes up and says, okay, my child is appearing in 10th and I want to know how he's going to do, or my child is want to go abroad, he has applied into 10, 12 universities. I don't know, I'm stressing out. I really don't know where he's going to get it, and all of those kind of questions. Yes,
All right.
I don't even encourage the birth and death question. So yeah, those kind of questions also,
All right.
because it's not in our hand, it's the universe which is
Mm-hmm.
doing its job.
Mm. Yeah. So Biswajit is asking a quick yes or no question for you, Vinita. Can we can we carry our tarot deck in our pockets like we can carry charms?
Yes, we can carry our tarot decks also, because you get a mini size which will fit into your pouch or pocket or bag or something. Definitely, even the standard size fits in a lady's handbag. And charms, yes, if you are keeping your charm set to a limited, number that you have started out, you want to do it, say 10 pieces, 15 pieces, or something like that. But a larger collection like mine would take a lot of space. So there is no harm in traveling with our divination tools.
Mm.
They are always connected with us. So you
Mm.
can definitely.
All right. Biswajit, hope that helps. Vinita, Dipi has asked a great question, and Dipi, you've been asking some really amazing questions like the rest of everyone. So earlier we mentioned aeroplane. So how do you know that when an aeroplane comes up as a charm, that it signifies restrictions in travel and not going for travel? As as when we first see the telegram, sorry, when we first see the aeroplane, it looks like it means going for travel. But
Mm.
how do we know if it means that travel is restricted?
So yes, the aeroplane has got a. You can hear me? Yeah,
Yes.
aeroplane has got a universal meaning where everyone would want to travel. They would take a flight or something. So it has got a travel meaning attached to it. There are other meanings also, but let's stick to the question what we have
Yeah,
just read
yeah,
for, so we get
yeah.
a greater idea. Now, in her reading, if you realize that there was a one card which was death, and there were four of cups. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning, as a reader, you really need to be very good listener, I would say. Her first sentence was, I work from home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when she came up with Four of Cups with the aeroplane, how I read it both together, that she has a resistance of traveling
Mm-hmm.
as of now. After probably getting the guidance from the card, she may change her mind. But right now, we have captured the current essence, current energies for her question. So that's how. Thank you for asking such interesting question. It helps me also to, elaborate more
Uh,
on the subject.
Absolutely. A huge shout out to our entire audience, every one of you. Your questions, we keep saying this, they take our
Yes.
calls to the next level. Like, even I didn't think of some of those questions. So, thank you for being here and asking those questions. Now, I want to come back and tell you what Binita didn't do in her readings. And Arjun, Vasudha, I am going to take your questions. We'll park that for now. Vinita did not ask for your birth date or place of birth or date of birth or birth details. She just needed to see you and she just did the reading. So, Vinita, this is quite uncommon when it comes to tarot. So, how do you do this and do you also teach us this? Is it possible for everybody to do this? Is it possible to see somebody on video and do it without their details?
Absolutely, absolutely. COVID times have evolved us as a human race, and as we know, that a lot of things have gone online. And I have been reading for people from last 2 years successfully on Zoom, on WhatsApp video call, and things like that. Definitely. For me personally, um, how it works, why I don't really require anyone's birth date or anything, because I am a very intuitive tarot reader or any other divination also. I am reading it intuitively. I am connecting with their energy. So what is happening now? There is a tarot card, okay, which has got their own energy. Now then there are charms which we have energized, and they have their own energy. The client has its own energy, right? So as a reader, I try to amalgamate all of those energies and I pick up intuitive messages which are meant for them. So this is what I do, and that is the reason I really don't need their birth dates or anything. If I am talking to them, if I have seen their face, if I am listening to them, or anything like that, I can connect to their energies.
Million dollar question, Vinita. So when we learn this from you, will we also be able to do this? Like we have seen a lot of people who either don't know where they were born or their exact time of birth, and we get such queries. So can we also
Shilpa,
afford?
will you please repeat your question?
Yeah,
Because I think my network was weak. I couldn't hear the
all right,
beginning of
sure.
it.
So my question is that when we learn this from you, will we also be able to do the readings without asking for birth details?
Yes, yes, because my style of teaching is very, it's an amalgamation of old style teaching and with the modern techniques. Okay. And there is nothing specific, but the way I take my students through the cards and I explain them how uh, each card's existence or each card's meaning has come into play in this reading, they slowly will start developing their intuitive style. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
asking for a, I only ask for a birth dates when I'm doing a entire year's reading for them, which is called a year ahead reading. There, these additional benefits can help them dealing with any challenges what they are facing. But that's the only reading when I ask, when I'm giving them the
Mm-hmm.
overview of 12 months. That's the only reading when I need their birth date. Otherwise, the way I am teaching from the very start, the first minute I start my workshop to the end of it, they will be groomed into certain
Mm-hmm.
way that they start developing their intuition. They get start getting in touch with their intuition, and slowly with practice, everyone can read flawlessly like this.
Sounds good. Sounds very good, Vinita. In fact, I think this is a great point to show everybody what they can do with you. And Rahul has asked that how quickly can we how quickly can we be proficient in tarot reading to be a professional? So, Vinita,
From the day one, you
mm,
can read cards. So now it depends on you how confident you feel, how ready you feel to take your journey professionally. So
yeah,
definitely, my job is to teach you that you start reading cards from day one. Uh, we do a lot of hands-on practices where the questions of different situations are put, and they can relate. Okay, now say probably we can take a card, say Emperor. Okay, so Emperor is all about the father figure of the deck, and it's all about how our father would be maybe strict or authoritarian, orderly, and all of that. Uh, so when you are speaking about that card, um, hello,
yeah, Vinita, we can hear you.
mm,
We can see you also.
I think the network,
Vasudha, you
yeah,
can hear me, right?
yeah. Your
Thanks, Vasudha.
video was frozen, so I think there is
Okay.
something wrong from my side, my network. Yeah, sorry. What were we talking about?
So you were saying, Binita, that we can actually start doing this from day one. And I think this is a great point to share with everybody your packages. And everybody will come back. You have asked some really fantastic questions. We want to come back to those. We want to really do some fun readings. Monica has asked a very interesting question. There's a lot waiting for us on the other side of this. And Vasudha, yes, you can learn charm casting. That's what we are going to share now. And I'm going to share mine. You can hear me, right, Bunita?
Yes,
All right.
clear.
So Vinita has something for everybody today. She has a personal session option for those who don't want to learn, and she has three options of professional courses. Yes, you can actually become professionals. So the first one is a personal session, all inclusive. Second one and third one, there are two levels of tarot that you can learn. And of course, charm casting is something which you can do at any level. And of course, if you already know tarot, all of these courses will still benefit you. In fact, we have somebody who's going to share with us that how, in spite of learning tarot, she learned it again with Binita and it has completely changed her game. Binita, over to you. Please tell us about these wonderful
Yes.
packages you have created.
Surely. So package A is about for personal session. Someone who really don't want to learn, but they have questions and they're facing challenges and they want to take a personal session with me. So these personal sessions are of 30 minutes and they are going to be online one-on-one sessions. They can ask any number of questions about any area of their life. I will bring them intuitive insights and guidance, and they will come out of the session with clarity. They will find out the unseen and unregarded factors and easy to follow remedies. So that's about package A. Yes, now the bonus. Okay. So the people who are taking a session with me, I am going to intuitively download a personal charm for them, which depending on their situation or whatever the question is, they can either carry it or just imbibe the guidance that charm is giving us. They will have a 1 year access to exclusive meditation club, meditation circle, and they will also have a 1 year access to my higher self healing community. I call it a community where I am weekly posting tarot readings, and we discuss a few things about spirituality, spiritual topics, and very interactive group. So they get all of this when they book a session with us, with me. Yeah, so we said the bonuses, what do they get? The personal session in that. And normally it is valued at 5499. but I am offering, just because we are in Mystic Lotus platform and you have been such a lovely audience, we are offering it for 1,999. So yes, please book your sessions. Yeah, now we come to package B. This is for people who are really interested in learning tarot and charms. So in this package, they can become a practitioner. They can practice and read for themselves as well as for others. And they are get to learn two powerful modalities, tarot card and charm casting. I will be teaching them different kind of spreads regarding the cards and the charm casting. It's 13.5 hours of live class across 9 days, 6 hours for the charm casting, out of which 6 hours are for the charm casting. I will be providing PDF notes, call replay will be given, e-certificate, but I will be personally taking an exam for the students, and then I will be giving the certificate. Okay, this is getting really very interesting. People who are learning either it's package B or package C, I have personally created a e-journal for learning tarot. Okay, so as they will start their journey, they will realize how important it is to have a tarot journal for practice and revision and plays like that. So I've personally created that, and they are going to get that as a bonus into package B. And I will guide them to where to buy their cards and charm sets from. Okay, so this is a tarot course overview. What are I'm going to teach in level 1. So whenever we are starting any divination course, divination workshop, there are some basic things we follow that which will help them into their divination practice. Then cleansing and connecting with the deck, different type of shuffles. There are so many tarot decks available into the market. Some of the oracle decks also call themselves tarot decks. So I'm going to educate them onto a different kind of decks and how they can choose a perfect deck for themselves going forward. Then we are going to learn major arcana, minor arcana, all the suits and elements and chord cards of the deck. Here again, we are going to learn some tarot spreads, Celtic Cross, which is an ancient spread, and I think all tarot readers they must know. Then there are timeline questions, yes and no questions, and very free-flowing, interactive, hands-on practice class. Yeah, so for charm casting course, we are going to learn the history and some of the few important facts. We covered a few questions. People had questions about charm casting, that all of that is going to be covered into this course. How do you connect with them? How do you come up with the meanings, which are some charms which are personal to you? How do you apply meanings to them? Then I'm going to teach them how to create their own charm sets, how to store and look after your charms, which is an important integral part of any divination work. And again, hands-on practice, few spreads, and all of that. Yes, now the most important part. Again, they are getting the e-journal, charm casting mat PDF I'm going to provide them, so they don't have to go hunting for it. 15 days daily practice I intend to do with as a support to my students. I'm going to put a practice every day, one reading a day. They will all have to come up with their own interpretation, and we will have a discussion in the group. Then I'm providing with 1 month WhatsApp support. So if they have not understood a particular reading, how to take it forward, or if they're facing any challenges, I am there to support them. And within 6 months, they can have a free revision into my next tarot and charm workshop. Again, I am offering the same meditation circle membership and higher self healing access in package B as well. All right, so package B again is for 7.5 hours where we are learning tarot, 6 hours for charm casting, and the dates are 23rd to 27 Jan. And for the charm casting, it's going to be 30th Jan to 2nd February, and the timings are 7 to 8:30 p.m.
And Binita, as you speak, We have shared all the details on the group, everyone. So you can just check out the group and match your dates, match the syllabus, and all the details that you require. Please continue, Vinika.
Yeah. So package B, which is actually costing 23,499, I am offering it for 8,999. You will take us to the next slide. Yeah, I'm offering for 8,999. So it's
Absolutely.
a 62% saving, and I'm sure everyone should grab this opportunity. Mystic Lotus always comes up with some amazing offers, and this is one of it. Go and
Absolutely. And
take
let me
advantage of
remind,
it.
yeah, and let me remind everybody that this is two modalities that you are learning. So remember that. And of course, it is US dollars 123. And there is a package C. It is more detailed as far as tarot
Yes.
is concerned. So, Vinita, tell us
Yes.
about it.
Yes. So it's level one, which is 7.5 hours. Sham casting is for 6.6 hours. And level two has 9 hours because we are going in depth. We are taking our practice into the depth. Okay, so here I will have a little more advanced content, combining the techniques with tarot cards, reading multiple card spreads, then how you can balance it with your charm casting or any other modality, and the usual call replay PDFs will be given. The overview here is very interesting. So we are understanding tarot symbology, detailed explanations for tarot colors, tarot numerology. Okay, so tarot numerology, I would like to clear here something. Tarot numerology is different than the Vedic numerology we hear about. So this is related to only the tarot cards, which they can apply either to Rider Waite or any other deck they buy it in future, or if they have any particular deck, everything it can be applied to everything. Then additional spreads. Here now we are diving deep into the spreads also. Few spreads for relationship, for spirituality, and all of that we are going to learn. Astrological correspondence of the cards. I am going to give an overview of this, and bonus herbal and crystal correspondence. So that I am going to explain into the next slide. Now, this is a exciting booster bonus. Shilpa has named it booster bonus, and I really agree with her. So this is a mini workshop which I'm going to take, where I call it a tarot vision board. So these major arcana cards are powerful cards. They are powerhouse of energy, and we are going to use those energies for manifestation. So I'm going to teach a technique where these manifestations can happen in your life, whatever your aim and goals are, through these major arcana cards. So their herbs and crystals we are going to use for the additional benefits. I'm going to share the correspondence of those herbs and crystals as well. I'm going to take the participant through 2 live tarot meditations. This helps, meditation, everyone knows the benefits of meditation, but when you're doing it with the cards, major arcana cards, you are actually imbibing those energies. You get the benefits of it. So I'm going to do that into the package C. Yes, so the bonuses have still not got over. They are getting
Yes,
interesting and interesting. And I am going to take a live masterclass where I am going to help everyone who wishes to go professional after learning with me. Uh, my journey, I'm going to give them what do you say, points, what I have learned into my 5 years of going professionally, those uh, essence of it. I'm going to share all of that with them, what they need to do if they want to go professional, what kind of ethical practices a good reader should have, and many more details. And the same benefits remains from package B as well. E-journal, charm casting mat, practice sessions, support group on WhatsApp. And yes, so yeah, level two has 9 hours across 6 days. and it's starting from 3rd to 10th February, and the timing remains the same, 7 to 8:30. Okay, so it is actually, it costs 56,496 $772. And yeah, Shilpa, you'll take us through the next slide. So they're saving 79%.
Binita, we are actually losing you a little on and off. Binita?
Would be just pay. Hello?
Binita, we are losing you a little bit in between.
I think there is some network
Yeah,
issue
there
from
is.
my side. Yeah.
That's all right. This is good. I'm just going to recap for everybody the two package P and package C, the tarot and charms combination. Now, if you see that package P is actually 13.5 hours and package C is 22.5 hours. And level 1 is there in package P, and levels 1 and 2, both of them are there in package C. And of course, charm casting is there in both of them. Now, look at this long list of bonuses in package B. All of this is there in package C as well, and package C comes with its own set of fantastic bonuses, which includes the Tarot Vision board workshop and the Go Pro class, and of course the other inclusions as well. Now, if you look at the price, package B is 8,999 and US dollars 123, and at a marginally increased price, you are getting all of this and much more at 11,999 and US dollars 164. If you look at this, they are actually covering up the cost of say 5 or 6 discounted tarot sessions. In just that amount, you're actually covering up your investment if you choose to learn this. So Binita, thank you for these packages, and we already got a query on the group about the charm casting package. So please take us through that.
Yes. All right. So package D is about charm casting professional course, and they can become a practitioner. They can read for themselves. They can read for others as well. And they are going to be 6 hours of live classes on Zoom across 4 days. And I'm going to provide them with PDF notes and call replay, e-certificates, and I'm going to guide them how to where to purchase them from, so they don't have to worry. So history and important facts, as we said in the other overview also. So I'll quickly take them through. How do we connect with charms, and how do we create our own box, and all of that. Hands-on practice remains in every package.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And the bonuses what they're getting is of WhatsApp support group. Am I audible?
Binita, do you want to reconnect? Till then, I will take everybody through the package. You want to reconnect?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and do that. And everybody, I'll tell you about the amazing package B. The bonuses remain the same, which are there in the charm casting section of packages B and D. And the program schedule, this is for 6 hours, Monday to Thursday in the evening India time, 8:30 a.m. till 10 a.m. Eastern time. All of this only if you want to learn charm casting along with the bonuses. Usually it would have costed 16,499 and US dollars 226. But because you're on the Mystic Lotus and Dragonflies platform, it actually, Binita has got this to 6,499 US dollars 90. This is a whopping 61% savings. She actually wants to reach as many people as possible with this unique modality, and we are delighted to present this along with her. So here are the 4 packages. The personal session is for rupees 1999 US dollars 28. Package B has tarot level 1 and charm casting, the full charm casting course. This is for rupees 8999 US dollars 123. Package C is the advanced complete tarot reading and remedies level 1 and level 2. Charm casting also is there in this. The marginally increased price from package B, here it is rupees 11,999 US dollars 120 164. And package D, which is included in packages B and C, only the charm casting professional course, is for rupees 6,499 and US dollars 90. So that was about it. And Binita, I can see you. Are you here? Can you please unmute yourself? Yeah. Sorry. Now you can. All right. Could you please unmute yourself, Binita? I think you'll be able to unmute yourself now.
Yeah, now I can.
Great.
It was not allowing me to unmute.
Because
Whatever
you
settings,
reconnected
yeah.
it, that's why. All right.
Yeah,
Great.
right.
So
I'm so sorry about that
not at all.
internet issue.
It happens. It's absolutely fine. And Binita, everybody knows about your fantastic packages now. And I
Perfect.
want to invite everybody that if you have any questions about any of the packages, dates, inclusions, bonuses, please ask us. We will take them on today. If not, we will definitely answer them on the group. And till people ask their questions, Vinita, I'd like to tell everybody that the payment links and all details are there on the group. Go ahead and book that spot of yours. Vinita, we're coming back to some pending questions. And I really want to thank you for these really sweet offers and so much of choice. Like there is something for everybody. Now, earlier, very early in the session, Shruti had asked that how much can a beginner charm reader, will they be able to earn as much as a tarot beginner? And before you answer this, Vinita, I would like to go ahead and tell Shruti and everybody who's listening that Vinita actually gives support. She gives 15 days practice on the WhatsApp group, and she's also giving WhatsApp support. And we will hear a testimonial from Jayashree that Vinita doesn't leave your hand until you get the concept. So she sets the platform for you to become a professional and start earning the way you would like to. So, Vinita, did I go ahead and answer that correctly?
Yes. And as all these divination practices, it really strengthens when the individual is really practicing it regularly. It is he or she is dedicated to that practice. It really blooms, that person really blooms as a reader. So I expect that kind of a dedication from people that they are regular with their practice. They have that some time set aside in a day. Every day life happens in everyone's life. We all have our jobs, houses, but that dedicated practice is what is needed. And then definitely they'll do wonders.
I'm sure, Vinita. And there is a question, and I think we can lead this to our final activity of the day. What do you say?
Yes.
All right. So, Vinita, Monica is asking that we have a collective reading plan for everybody, which is the guidance, health guidance. So she's saying that does collective reading, does it make sense? Is it not just done for fun?
No, no. I mean, they should ask my Instagram followers. I post my readings every Wednesday, and I always get messages. Pirita, today's message was completely resonating with me. Or someone would say, I needed to hear this message today. So it's definitely, even if it is for why we say it's a collective reading, because we are covering, see, as we know that social media platform, we have hundreds of followers, so we covering a larger base. That's why we say that it's a collective reading,
Mm,
but ultimately we all are connected. We all are connected energetically. And why do we say it's a collective consciousness? Because we all are connected. So when I'm pulling cards with that intention that today all my followers or whoever reads this message or whoever watches this reel, this they should get this guidance. So whoever needs to hear that particular day or for that week that message, they will be there watching or listening or reading that collective reading.
absolutely, Binita. And this is just such a perfect stage. We are all ready to receive what the cards and the charms have in store for us for 2023. Like, I think we would love to know about our health. So, should I spotlight your altar?
So I will pull the cards. You were mentioning about Jayashree. So probably by the time you share that, I will
Mhm.
prepare the cards for all of us,
Absolutely.
whoever are listening live and whoever are going to watch the recordings. So I am going to pull cards for the general health being of all of us, collective
Mhm.
reading.
Vinita, this will be okay. I will ask you once again. Let me bring up Jayashree. In the meanwhile, you can
Yeah.
set it up, Vinita. Thank you.
I'm learning from last. Hi friends. Today I'm going to tell you something about the teacher that you are going to learn from, or I'm learning from last 1.5 years. She is my tarot guide, my friend, my philosopher. You'd be wondering why I'm saying this. That's because Benita is not only a person who guides you for your tarot cards, who explains you each and every card in such a way that you understand it and you don't need to refer to any notes, or you automatically instinctively connect to each card that is there, but you also get the support that you need after you have learned tarot. Which kind of support? You would be wondering, will she tell you more about your cards and will she keep on reading for you? No, she doesn't do that. In fact, she empowers you to make your own reading, find your own judgment, and grow as a tarot reader. This is what I like best about her. She is someone who is friendly and yet she knows how to drive you so that you do your best. I'm doing tarot from last 5 years, but the amount I have grown as a person and as a tarot reader after I have been associated with her from July last year is amazing. She's helped me understand each card, connect to it, and also it has empowered my readings through various aspects. I really, uh, I really wish her all the best, and to all of you who would be wanting to be associated with her to continue your journey as a tarot reader. Thank you.
That was very sweet of her.
Very sweet. And even Jeshi could not be with us today because she must be somewhere flying right now. So thank you, Jeshi, if you listen to the replay. And Vinita, we are all set. And I want to tell everybody something that Vinita is going to be back with us tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be highly, even more interactive. We are going to do a lot of readings. Rita, tomorrow will you show us your charm mat PDF, your tarot journal printout?
Yes, yes, I am not in PDF format. I'm going to
Yeah, yeah,
actually show them
yeah,
in actuals. How does the charm
yeah,
casting mat looks, or
yeah.
how I lovingly I have created that e-journal for my students. I'm going to show them glimpses of it.
Yeah.
And tomorrow is the most exciting part. We're going to
Most,
do those yes and no quick fun questions. I'm
yes,
sure everyone would like to join tomorrow again.
absolutely. I am Vinita for
Yes,
sure.
I'm excited too.
And also, everyone, we are actually going to learn on tomorrow's call. Like one of you can come and learn how to do a tarot card reading. we'll see how a charm can be read and how we can combine and how we can do a reading. Lots planned for tomorrow. Vinita, without delaying any further, please do the reading for us. And did you
Yes.
say that this is going to be applicable for whoever listens to the replay as well?
As well. Yes. People who are live right now with us and people who are going to catch up on recordings as well. All right.
All right.
So this is a collective. You can see my altar. I have pulled the cards and I've kept
Yes,
it ready
Vinita.
for
Thank you.
everyone. All right. So this is the three-card reading, a collective general reading for everyone's health, and such apt messages are coming up. This is Four of Swords. It talks about resting, recuperating, and this is a badge. I'm going to show it.
Just show
This
us
is
the
a
card
badge.
also now, please.
Yes, I will do that one by one.
Thanks.
Right. This is the card we have.
Hmm.
All right. So I see a lot of you are working very hard, and you guys are not paying attention to your resting, or you're not taking enough breaks. Even if you have busy day, you're not going, taking enough breaks, as I was saying. Yeah. Okay. This is the third card, Ace of Cups. And this is the charm, Tree of Life. Yeah. So what are these cards telling us? That some of them, they are really working hard, not taking enough breaks when they should be. The complete focus is on their work, starting a project or finishing it and all of that. So little bit of me time is necessary. The Empress is telling us that little bit of me time, uh, recreational activities, activities which are you really love to do, hobbies, probably watching or movies with family and friends, and all of those activities can be taken this week. So this is the love charm. Spend time with your family, with your friends. So it's not even good. So it is how it is going to help you. It's going to give you a break from your physical work, from your career, and it's going to make emotional, interesting, deep bonds with your friends, family, whomever you choose to spend time with. Then the third card is about some new beginnings. Okay. Now, what is this charm, Tree of Life is saying? All right, so Tree of Life is about lineage, family, and if some of you have some traditional grandma's nuskha, homemade remedies which you need, say, even if it is just like, okay, there is a winter going on right now, probably you can go back to mm, some winter special food, say something like Prash or something to build your immunity. Winter is the best time to eat those things, dry fruits, Prash, all the healthy herbs and all. So going to the roots and taking care of yourself. If you are in some cold place, maybe you can make some kada, traditional kada, the hot liquids where we boil few herbs into it. So all of that can be done during this time to build our immunity, taking enough breaks from your work, looking after your mental health by mingling with your friends and family, doing some recreational activity, or following your hobbies, and following some family recipes. That is going to build a great health for you guys. Yeah, Shilpa, this was the health reading for all of us.
Thank you, Binita. And I'm going to just show everybody the altar on its own. Really beautiful, Binita. Thank you for setting this up. And this reading was actually so apt. We are nearing the weekend, and this was like, it's not just about the body, right? All these activities which you said, it is actually going to help us from the inside out. So thank you, Binita, for this really sweet reading and this sweet call. We really enjoyed. And everybody, again, we are meeting tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. India, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Vinita, would you like to tell us anything before we end today's call?
Um, I believe that, everyone has a magic inside them. It just takes, maybe sometimes it takes time to tap into it, that magic. My job as a healer, as a teacher, is to making them aware of that magic. And once they find that light and that magic, beautiful wonders can happen. So, yeah, find your magic.
Thank you, Binita, for reminding us of that. And thank you, everyone, for joining today. We will see you again tomorrow.
Shilpa, before we part ways, probably we can tell them about the fun activities, because this is a fun modality.
Mhm.
So probably they can come up with some fun questions as well, and we can see how tarot and charms not only answers your deepest or spiritual questions, but some mundane questions also. So maybe everyone can do that.
Absolutely, yes. Let's try it tomorrow, and we will definitely announce it on the group as well. That come prepared for some fun questions.
Yeah.
All right, looking forward, Vinita. Thank you again for today, and thank you everyone for joining. Thanks a lot. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Shilpa. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.